A female reporter is preparing to interview the recently revived caveman, but in the blink of an eye, the caveman tackles her to the ground in front of everyone and begins to fully unleash himself. The police officers escorting him immediately rush forward to stop him, but their efforts have no effect on the caveman's powerful physique. Not long ago, scientists discovered a transparent rock deep underground, within which they found a 13-foot-tall giant and a powerful Tyrannosaurus rex. To their surprise, the human actually charged at the dinosaur. The news quickly spread like wildfire across the scientific community, and the world's top scientists immediately called for the information to be sealed. But one of the assistants had a different plan. He wanted to bring the caveman back to life. The scientist immediately scolded him, fearing that if the caveman were revived, humanity would be thrust into a war. But the assistant was determined and, after much persistence, managed to create a serum capable of reviving the caveman. He submerged the caveman, named Pick, in the serum and began to monitor his vital signs. While Pick's heartbeat resumed, he didn't wake up. That night, the assistant suddenly had an idea and decided to try the meat of the Tyrannosaurus. He opened the freezer, and as he did, the scientist realized that the caveman's stomach contained Tyrannosaurus meat. This revelation left him speechless in shock. Meanwhile, the assistant was frying the dinosaur meat, and the delicious aroma quickly filled the lab.at that moment. Pick suddenly opened his eyes, drawn by the scent of the meat. He began searching for the source. As the assistant took a bite, he noticed a strange sound behind him. He turned around, and the next second, he was stunned. Before he could react, Pick swiftly grabbed the meat from the table and shoved it into his mouth. Pick then moved in close to the assistant and sniffed him. To the assistant's surprise, Pick didn't attack. Instead, he turned and walked away, however, just to be safe. The assistant pulled a handgun from his desk drawer. This move made Pick sense the threat. In an instant, he charged toward the assistant. Seeing this, the assistant immediately fired at the ground, but before he knew it, Pick was already right behind him. The assistant spun around to shoot again, but to his shock, the bullet only grazed Pick's body. Furious, Pick threw the bullet back at the assistant with such force that it pierced through his shoulder, making the assistant wet himself in fear. Before the assistant could react, Pick lunged at him again, grabbed his shoulder, and began shaking him violently. Just when the assistant thought he was about to die, Pick suddenly dropped him and let out an angry roar. The assistant thought he was spared, but the next moment, Pick slapped him across the room. Dazed, the assistant staggered to the freezer. As he was entering the password, Pick was already right behind him. Just as Pick was about to eat him, the freezer door suddenly opened, and the smell of the Tyrannosaurus meat caught Pick's attention. Excited, Pick charged in. When he spotted his prey, he let out an ecstatic roar. The assistant quickly slammed the freezer door shut.